Hey everyone, Kunik here, back with another RPG horror story for you today, or rather, a somewhat debatable horror story. It was posted in the RPG horror story subreddit, but most people seem to think it's just a story instead of a horror story. Regardless, in this story, the players freely donate one of the other players' body to a cult. Should be fun. But before we dive into the story, I just wanted to give a bit of a heads up. There's going to be a channel update after the story and after the discussion, so if you're interested in that, definitely stay tuned after the story to hear what's happening. Anyhow, without further ado, let's roll for initiative and get on with the story. A word before reading. My players are vehemently against fudging rolls, metagaming, and bending the rules to keep people alive. So, what you're about to read is actually okay with all of us in retrospect. It's just very, very dumb. I just started running a Princes of the Apocalypse for 4 players, all of whom I've played with before and are generally good players. If anyone doesn't know, the long and short is that they are investigating strange happenings in a rural area of the Forgotten Realms, and cults dedicated to the 4 elements might be involved. At the outset, the players are a bard, a cleric, a sorcerer, and a wizard. The first lead they found had them travel to Feathergale Spire, a small outpost for a group of knights mounted on hippogriffs and giant vultures. As they were enjoying the Lord's hospitality, word reaches them that a manticore is nearby, and the Lord of the Tower offers them a sizable prize if they are the ones to kill it before his knights. So they mount some winged beasts and take off, only to immediately and devastatingly lose the cleric in battle, who falls off his ride and plummets from 1,000 feet up unconscious. While he's making death saving throws and hoping a knight sees him in time to catch his body, the wizard and sorcerer try desperately to hit the manticore with some high-level spells for level 3. The bard stayed behind because he didn't trust the knights and suspected them to be part of the air cult. Something I let him get away with because he happened to be right. After a bit, the knights catch the falling cleric just in time for him to fail his 3rd death save, and the wizard also kicks the bucket before the sorcerer finally finishes off the manticore, which is a CR3 monster, by the way. They regroup and revive the sorcerer on the ground, but the cleric needs resurrection. He happens to be in the Order of the Gauntlet, so they figure they can travel west and see if any of his cleric/paladin buddies can swing a resurrection. Now, having a CR3 monster almost TPK a level 3 party is bad enough, but that was mostly bad luck. What comes next is 100% stupidity on the part of all the living members. Heading east in the region of the campaign, the party finds a long river stretching north to south. The nearest crossing is Riverguard Keep, a secret outpost of the water cultists. They let passerby use the bridge for a small fee, and occasionally rob boats blind as they use the river for freight. The party walks up, sees a flag with an emblem of a blue fist, and all decide that this is the Order of the Gauntlet. They ask to be let in, and I inform the sorcerer that they start speaking the Aquan dialect of Primordial, which he speaks. He shrugs and wants to enter anyway. I sigh. The gate opens, and 2 guards dressed in blue hoods with wave patterns on them point crossbows at them and ask their business. They say they are returning a fallen comrade and seek a resurrection. The goons respond, "He's not one of ours, though." The party persuaded them that he is, and they relent. Both I and the currently dead player sigh. Finally, they come before the leader of the outpost, a dark man on a dark throne in the Dark Keep, who asks, "If this isn't worth my time, I'll kill you all." The party smiles, politely offers the cleric's corpse to him, and asks when they should come back to check up on him. He looks confused at first, then smiles cruelly and says, "Yes, we'll certainly bring him back to life. He'll soon see everything." And the goons wheel away the body in the cart. The remaining party members cheerily leave the keep and ask if we can skip to the part when he's alive again, at which point I am forced to tell the cleric to roll a new character, and the rest of the party that they did, in fact, just give the cleric to an apocalyptic ocean cult. End post. Okay, this is definitely not a horror story, despite where it was posted. I really want there to be a subreddit for just RPG stories with dumb player characters, because that kind of fits the bill here. Every sign was pointing to them being one of these 4 cults. They knew that there were 4 cults. They knew that they were based on the elements. This one literally had blue in their logo with a fist, which is generally an oppressive icon, and they lived off of a river to indicate that they are the water cult. Everything about it screamed that they were the cult. Yet the players didn't see that. Now, to their credit, they could have been role-playing. We do not know the stats of the characters, so if they all had low intelligence or low wisdom, or a combination thereof, they just may not have known. And considering they were all level 3, it's a high likelihood that they were just too stupid to realize it. Who knows? However, if this was just the players legitimately being stupid, guys, he gave you every possible sign that they were the bad guys. Probably not the guys you were looking for. Anyhow, that's all for this story. As for the channel update, I am making a Discord server, and in fact, it's been secretly in the description for the past few videos I've had, and anyone that has joined before this video will get a special role within the Discord called the Council of the Few. So that is no longer an available role. However, if you join the Discord server before my next video, which should be on this coming Monday at noon Eastern, you will get a role that will be no longer available after that point. So if you're interested, jump on it now so you can get that custom role. The link is in the description. It will be in all future videos as well. Anyhow, that's all for this video. If you liked it and you want to see more videos just like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button and bell notification icon. And while you're at it, if you also wouldn't mind hitting that like button, it's going to help do me a great favor by pushing the video to a new audience. As always, the source of the video is in the description below, and while you wait for a new video to come out from my channel, here are a few related videos that you can watch in the meantime.